It's not there.
Luckily, I was near the repair shop, so I could...
Contorted March thinking is the best thing in the world. I love that. That is the best description of I've ever seen.
Luckily, I was near the repair shop.
Welcome back to another NEKO Reacts. Today, we're taking a look at my summer car. Now, I don't drive cars, but let's see if Martin can.
Hello again.
Okay, hi.
Welcome to Finland. Finland, one of the countries of all time. Cars, sausages, beer, 0.07% of people, 11% of all saunas, lakes, driving a tractor while heavily under the influence.
Wait. Is this actually a game based in Finland? I know what My Summer Car is. I've never played it, but it's based in Finland? I didn't know that.
Of people, 11% of all saunas, lakes, driving a tractor while heavily under the influence. What is this word? Molotov cocktail. Why is the snow speaking Finnish? And the sport of rally car racing. Today is the day we immerse ourselves in this alien world of rally car racing. We're going to build this good car, tune it, upgrade it, scull 12 beers and drive it into oncoming traffic, take it to the local rally race, and with some luck, win. This journey was very hard.
So, the goal of the game is to make a car, race said car, and win the race? Wait, that's actually kind of cool. If that's the basis of the game, it's pretty linear and sounds interesting. I wonder how you build that car from the ground up, though. Surely there's more than that.
Local rally race, and with some luck, win. This journey was very hard, and made significantly more difficult, because if I die in the game, then that's it. I die in real life too. So, let us begin.
Nice! Oh, I'm excited!
We began on the start screen. I named myself Helsinki Fata, chose this beautiful photo for my mugshot, and began.
Yeah?
The year is 1976. A boy is born. Me. Helsinki Fata. Fast forward 19 years and it's 1995. Our boy is living in a nondescript lake house at the lake of Fuck. Upon waking up, we had a near
Look, that's one of the many languages that I don't know, surprisingly. So I can't pronounce it either, and I'm not gonna try to because I don't want to be that one person that's like, oh yes, I can pronounce that word perfectly because I know a similar language. No, I'm not gonna try it. I'm not gonna try it.
At the lake of Fuck. Upon waking up, we had a near unlimited number of possibilities. So, of course, we inhaled 8 beers, watched the incredible Finnish film Topless Gun, and pissed all over the hot rocks in the sauna.
Oh my god!
In the garage was our project rally car,
so nasty.
or at least all of its bits. This right here is the car's chassis, and inside the garage was everything else. Panels, doors, engine block, pistons, crankshaft, fuel tank, clutch, gearbox, struts, wishbones, brakes, shock absorber, cylinder head, T-34 85M main battle tank. Oh.
That's a lot. Could someone... You know what? I feel like that's too big of an ask. I don't know what any of those things do other than help a car move. You know, that's all I think I need to know. I don't know how he knows the names of these things. Actually, maybe I'm just behind. I think I'm just slow. I don't know the names of things. I'm just like, oh yes, that thing. It goes there, right?
Clutch, gearbox, struts, wishbones, brakes, shock absorber, cylinder head, T-34 85M main battle tank.
I know what the tank is.
That's not in the garage. That's in today's sponsor, World of Tanks. Gentlemen, it is time. The metamorphosis has already begun. I am the World of Tanks, the greatest tank free-to-play video game ever created with over 100 million players around the globe. Can you guess what this game is about? Tanks. Over 600 million tanks. Destroyers, artillery, small, medium, and Changus. I am going to assault the French. Oh wait, maybe. The Germans. Actually, no. I'm going to assault the British. I will fight them on the beaches. I will fight them in the fields. And I will fight them across the 40 battle arenas spread all over the world. Do you know how many that is? I have no idea. I lost my...
Too many. Okay, that's my answer. It's too many. Now I have a question for you. Do you play World of Tanks? Did this convince you to play World of Tanks? Let me know in the comments below.
Frontal lobe in an industrial tank accident. You would not believe me how historically accurate they made this game. Believe me. I was there. Earn experience, modify, and upgrade your tank. Finnish comrade, join me in glorious battle against the Soviet menace and defend our beautiful homeland. Download World of Tanks for free with the link in the description. Use code TANKMANIA to get 7 days of premium for free. 250,000 credits, premium tank Excelsior, 3 rental tanks, Tiger 131, Cromwell, and T-34 85M. Do it now, or the Finns will be defeated. Also, they released some merch, so go check that out.
Okay.
Right, yeah.
Nyaho. If you could leave a like and subscribe to the universe, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you.
The crankshaft, fuel tank, clutch, gearbox, struts, wishbones, brakes, shock absorber, cylinder head, head gasket, rocker shaft, camshaft. You get the idea. Helping me build this car was nothing. I was going to try to build it without using any guides. Was this a good idea? No.
No.
All these parts fit together in a specific,
I feel like when it comes to building a car, it's a little more complicated than just a puzzle. Especially when you don't know what goes where, because there's a lot of parts that look like they could connect, and knowing me, I would try to force it to connect even though it didn't belong there. Does that make sense? I hope it does.
It's a good idea.
No.
All these parts fit together in a specific, sometimes very irritating way.
Yes.
Just go in. Just go in. Fuck! Not to mention, each part has bolts, and the devs, thinking that screwing in hundreds of bolts would be far too easy, elected to make every single one have a size. Wait, you can't bolt this part in with the spanner? Sorry, fucko, that's the wrong spanner. Try again, sweaty. If I was going to build this car, it was going to take a long time. So, naturally, I got bored, went to bed, was woken in the middle of the night by the phone ringing, and I couldn't see shit. To make matters even worse was the most annoying character in the entire game. Bug. To get rid of Bug, I need to take a trip into town and get some mosquito spray, among some other very important...
Wait, you actually have to... Oh my gosh, I thought the game was literally just wake up, work on car, go to sleep. Wake up, work on car, go to sleep. There's actually more? There's more in the game? I'm slowly but surely being sold. You have my interest now, 100%. Almost there.
To get rid of Bug, I need to take a trip into town and get some mosquito spray, among some other very important items. Like beer.
Beer is important.
Sausages.
Yes.
I had two vehicles to choose from. This
sausages?
Motorbike, which can only carry one thing at a time, or the tractor, which is really, really, really slow. 20 minutes later, I arrived in the bustling metropolis of... I bought my groceries and then drove the tractor for another 20 minutes back home.
Yeah. You know, that's better than 21... Like, that's better than 20 trips lasting 5 minutes, because it's like 100 minutes per trip. I'm assuming. I don't know the travel time. I'd rather take one 40-minute whole way trip and get everything I need and be done with it, as opposed to 20 separate trips adding up to like 100+ minutes, which is over an hour, which is a lot of minutes. It's a lot of time wasted. My point is, you did the smart thing.
I bought my groceries and then drove the tractor for another 20 minutes back home. Building the car was going to take a long time, so while I struggle to figure out what the hell the distributor is and why I would need it for my car, why don't we talk about engines? An engine's job is simple. Convert the chemical energy of gasoline into kinetic energy in the car. First off, we start with suck, squeeze, bang, and blow.
I'm gonna need context for that. I really hope he's about to provide context, because I don't know what that entails.
Squeeze, bang,
gosh,
and blow. The 4 steps of a 4-stroke engine. The engine sucks in a mixture of fuel and air, squeezes it really tight, ignites it with a spark plug, and blows out the exhaust. A little car has 4 cylinders, each sucking, squeezing.
I promise I knew that an engine did that. I just did not... It did not occur to me that it could literally just be described as suck, squeeze, and blow. It never occurred. It never clicked. I'm so sorry.
And blows out the exhaust. A little car has 4 cylinders, each sucking, squeezing, banging, and blowing. These 4 cylinders house 4 pistons, which each connect to the crankshaft. Pistons go up and down, and the crankshaft goes round and round. The crankshaft is connected to the wheels through the clutch and gearbox. Put your foot down on the gas, the engine spins faster, the wheels spin faster, and off you go. Simple, right? Yeah, well, obviously it's not that easy, as you can clearly see by my inability to assemble the clutch.
Yeah.
My man, it's been 30 minutes. Why can't you figure it out? No, stop.
Honestly, that'd be me. I'd get this game, and then I would refuse to learn how to put it together by, you know, a handbook or anything like that. And I'd be playing the game for like 3 weeks and then end up with a car that doesn't work. Yeah, that's my luck lately.
Assemble the clutch. My man, it's been 30 minutes. Why can't you figure it out? No, stop. Stop
No.
fucking the car with the tractor! Next
no.
up is suspension. Now, why do we need suspension? Well, without it, things get a bit bumpy.
Yeah.
You need suspension
it.
not only to absorb bumps in the road, but also keep the wheels in contact with it.
Yep.
Brakes. Probably the most simple part of the car. The brake discs are connected directly to the wheels. When you press on the brake pedal, brake pads push against the discs and convert their kinetic energy into heat. And there we go.
Shiny.
I'd pretty much finished the car. You know, excluding the wiring, wheels, tires, brake fluid, clutch fluid, engine oil, coolant, camshaft.
You know, excluding literally everything else that would help you power the car. Yeah. You're almost there, Martin. You're going to be done in like, what, 2 hours?
You know, excluding the wiring,
That's being
wheels,
nice.
tires, brake fluid, clutch fluid, engine oil, coolant, camshaft alignment, and replacing about 15 parts that would inevitably break within 5 minutes of driving. You know,
Must be
we
so
were basically done. I retired back to the house to eat some food and drink a bit of water. But I couldn't. The sausages were spoiled. In fact,
No.
all the food in the fridge was spoiled.
You can't eat
Oh
spoiled
no,
food?
I'd spent so long working.
Wait, you can't eat the spoiled food in the game? I would eat it. Like in a realistic situation, wherein all the food I had was spoiled, but I was really, really hungry, I would still cook it. Not all of it, just a little bit. I'd have a little bit, cook it, eat what it was, brace myself for what's to come later, and then go to the store. That way I'm not shopping with a hungry, with an empty stomach. Sorry, I almost said hungry stomach. It didn't, bleh.
In fact, all the food in the fridge was spoiled. Oh no,
Why
I'd
is
spent
that?
so long working on the car
How do you
that my
make money
house
in
had
the
been
game?
disconnected from the electricity for not paying in time. This could not have come at a worse time, because I had zero food.
Oh,
And
no.
tomorrow was Sunday.
Oh.
Timo's is not open on Sunday. Of course, I didn't know this, so I rode into town in a mild panic after
Oh my
my hunger
God.
meter had gone red.
Can you, wait, big question. Can you die of hunger in the game? Because I see the list is thirst, hunger, stress, urine, fatigue, dirtiness, and money. Obviously, money is the most important. I'm just kidding. Anyways, so can you die of hunger? Can you die in this game? Are there actual threats? Ooh. Ooh. I kind of like the thought of that.
Mild panic after my hunger meter had gone red.
Yeah. Are you gonna collapse?
Timo, open up, I need to eat your food. Timo, open up.
Just camp outside.
Shit.
Oh.
The sun had well and truly come up, which told me that Timo's was clearly not going to open today. So I elected to ride my bike back home. On my way back, I came across the dance pavilion, which had 2 cars outside of it, blasting some
Nice.
funky beats. The game actually let me open the back doors of this car and climb inside.
Can you
So
hijack?
seeing that I had nothing better to do, I gave it a go and hopped in.
Oh.
This was a terrible mistake.
How?
Immediately it was clear that the man driving had in fact consumed a rather large amount of alcohol prior and was driving at an alarmingly high speed with
So is this what happens when you jump in a stranger's car? No, it's not. Please do not do that. Okay? Just don't.
in fact consumed a rather large amount of alcohol prior and was driving at an alarmingly high speed with alarmingly low control. I then made an even worse decision and swore at the driver.
Oh
This put him
my
into
God.
a frenzied rage, and he
Wait,
immediately
you-
stomped the gas,
He made
drove
him
straight
angry.
into a tree, and died.
Martin, you killed a man with the power of a middle finger. You need to not, Martin, okay? You need to stop. That poor man was just drunk.
Gas, drove straight into a tree, and died.
Oh my God, can you take the car?
Well, shit. The only thing I could really do was hop out and walk home.
Oh,
So that's what I did.
no stealing car. Huh?
Oh.
Oh my God.
Things, however, were not looking good. Being out in the sun and
No.
running home like this was rapidly increasing my thirst. I walked for what felt like hours along the dirt track leading home, and eventually my house was just
Home.
visible in the distance. I was so close to water.
Yeah.
I reached the mailbox, looked inside to try pay the utilities, collapsed.
Oh,
No.
collapsed.
And died.
Oh, he died.
Con más votos avanzará al grupo de ganadores.
Attempt number 2. This attempt did not last long.
So there's a way to make money. I don't know what it is. There's death and a goal. This is a pretty fleshed out game. You know what? I'm gonna try it. Steam sale's going on. I'm gonna try it.
Attempt number 2. This attempt did not last long. I named myself
What?
drank until I blacked out, pissed on the TV, and died.
Oh, how did he
Attempt
die?
3. I gave myself the brilliant name
How do you die from... Wait. I have to process that information. How did he die? His hunger bar wasn't in the red. His thirst wasn't in the red either. What did he die from? A heart attack? Too much alcohol? That'll do it. If he said it, I didn't hear it, obviously.
Attempt 3. I gave myself the brilliant name Glorable. This time I was going to use a guide and try to build the car a little faster.
Ooh,
The first thing the guide
yeah.
wanted me to do was get in the tractor and go collect some stuff.
Okay.
One of those stuff were these wheels inside this abandoned mansion.
That's
The
crazy.
wheels were on the top floor, so of course I went to the top floor, ignoring the wasp nest right above me.
You could sell those. You know, you can sell like emptied wasp nests for a lot of money, actually. Like a couple grand, depending on the condition.
Into the top floor, ignoring the wasp nest right above me.
I don't like these. Nasty. He did nothing. Is he gonna die? Oh my god.
No! Attempt
via
4. I did
wasp.
all the same stuff as the late Glorable, but yet again, died to the wasps.
Too
Like a
close.
complete idiot. Nope.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, they don't stop. It's too late. No. Oh.
Fuck! Attempt 5.
Number one threat, aside from hunger, wasps. It's wasps. I always knew it. This is why I don't like insects. I can't stand bugs. And I know why now. It's because they'll kill me. In Minecraft. Obviously. Don't hurt me, YouTube.
Fuck! Attempt 5.
Oh.
This time, I
It's
saw
okay.
the wasp nest and managed to sneak past it without getting stung. Using the
Sneaky.
guide and some of the knowledge I had accumulated over the past 12 hours, I was able to build up the car fairly quickly. And before I knew it,
Nice.
the engine was in, the suspension was suspended, the
That's
panels were
sick.
attached, and wiring
Ooh.
wired. Did the car work?
No.
No. But
Oh.
it did in fact look like a car.
It
All this
did.
work had been
Or
quite
it does.
exhausting, so I loaded up this little boat with some supplies and took a nice relaxing trip to the island in the
my
center of the lake.
gosh.
I was here for the fish trap, but also to just
Okay.
chill for a while and eat some sausages. That is, if I didn't burn every single one.
Oh. What?
Shit!
He burnt
Leaving the
all of
island,
them.
I made sure to ransack it for everything it had. This camera, lantern, coffee stuff, bucket, fish trap, and fireworks.
Ooh, pretty. So theft is allowed in the game too. I see absolutely no reason for me to not play the game now. No reason at all. I don't see any reason to not play. Have you played the game? Let me know what you've done.
Fireworks.
Hey,
Arriving back
shiny.
home, I needed to go buy yet more stuff from town, and I still only had the tractor to work with. Hopefully, this would be the last time I'd have to make this long,
Does he-
laborious
Ooh.
trip.
Oh, what I would do is, he had like a little attachment for the tractor, like a, I don't know what to describe it, but he had like it was like, I don't know how to describe it. He had an attachment that carries more stuff. I would hitch that to the tractor and then go to town, buy the things I need, put them in the thing. Don't buy too much because obviously power bills, if I can't pay that, then there's a problem there. But you know what I mean? That way it's not all sitting inside and you're avoiding possible clipping.
I had the tractor to work with. Hopefully,
Yeah.
this would be the last time I'd have to make this long, laborious trip.
No, it's not.
Nope. Back home, I put the final touches on the car, wired the
Oh my
last things,
gosh.
filled up the fluids, pissed in the radiator for enhanced cooling, and
How?
what do you know? It was ready to be started.
I'm sorry. Wait. I just realized he said enhanced cooling. But it was urine. How? I'm pretty sure urine is hot. I'm I'm gonna need an explanation for that one.
Got the fluids,
Other
piston the
than, oh, this
radiator
is a
for
joke.
enhanced cooling, and what do you know? It was ready to be started. I put the key in the ignition, gave it a turn, and
Oh.
well,
Oh.
that didn't sound good.
No.
This little crunch
That
sound
sounds
had
bad.
completely drained the battery. So while it was charging, I went inside to watch some TV.
No.
Soon. Attempt 2
I
at
will
starting
be
the car.
there.
And against all odds, it actually worked.
Oh, it works. That's sick. Oh. Oh, it sounds like everything is going wrong though. Is that the engine? Are those the pistons in the engine clanking against things? Those sounds are not good sounds. I would not drive that car. Would you drive this car? I wouldn't.
Actually worked.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Oh my god, it started.
Nope.
Now granted, the car was making this horrific banging sound,
Yes.
but it ran. This banging was caused by the camshaft gear being out of alignment.
Oh.
To fix it, I'd have to take the engine out, remove the cover plate, and rotate it back into alignment.
Got it.
But why does the camshaft need to be aligned? Remember suck, squeeze, bang, and blow? This only works if these valves are correctly timed. These valves are needed to keep the air and fuel inside the cylinder during the squeeze and bang stages. The camshaft is responsible for opening and closing these valves at the correct time. One valve is for the intake.
So basically, in music terms, the tempo was off, and he had to fix it. Okay, that makes sense. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. A lot more than I thought it would, because I don't understand cars.
The camshaft is responsible for opening and closing these valves at the correct time. One valve is for the intake, and the other is for the exhaust.
So
If
there
they
was
aren't
clanking.
timed properly, you could be intaking air through the exhaust and exhausting air through the intake. As you can
Yeah.
imagine, not good for
Not
Mr. Car.
good.
Once
Not
the
good.
camshaft was aligned and the engine thrown back in the car, it was time to start her up again. Shit.
What
This
is
time,
that?
something else was broken. Of course. Taking off the valve cover, I discovered that the
I realize this game, when I play it, is going to turn me into a car nerd because I'm going to go full in. I'm not going to be like, oh, I give up. I don't understand cars. No, I'm too stubborn for that. I'm just going to go all the way. I need to make a functional car. I need to race. I need to win.
This time, something else was broken.
Oh,
Of course. Taking
Yep.
off the valve cover, I discovered that the rocker shaft, which is what actuates the valves, was broken. To fix this, I'd need to buy a new one at Fleetari's repair shop. So I did, and threw it in the car.
that sucks, man. Oh, oh, working!
Oh,
Yay! That's smooth.
it runs!
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
He's so
Ooh,
excited.
Ooh, gentlemen.
Is this how like a repairman feels when he is done fixing a car that comes into the shop? Because I know that a lot of people are passionate about their cars, right? I don't drive for personal reasons because I don't trust myself on the road, given I have epilepsy. The worst thing that could happen is a seizure on the road. But anyways, that aside, I can see how people who like work on their own cars or do repairs have a genuine passion now because they actually have to put their all into it or it's all for naught, right? That's so cool.
Ooh, yeah.
And he's so excited.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, gentlemen, we had done it. Everything seemed to be working. I could even put it in gear and move.
It works.
This was extremely satisfying.
Oh, that is
After working
very
on this thing for
satisfying.
hours and hours, it finally ran. Naturally, I gave it a quick test drive around the dirt outside the house. When I drove it into a ditch,
Oh my god.
and it broke. Fuck! It was time to take our little car on its maiden voyage. I got it onto the
No.
highway and jammed the throttle all the way down. The acceleration was bad.
Yeah.
The car topped out at just
It's a bit
over 100
slow.
kilometers an hour, giving it a 0 to 100 time of about 60 seconds.
So I've got a good question here. What causes the car to not speed up quickly? Is it just bad parts? Or is it something that can be fixed? Is this something that can be remedied without getting new parts? Or do you need new parts to make car go vroom vroom?
Just over 100 kilometers an hour, giving it a 0 to 100 time of about 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Miraculously, I had managed to reach town
1
without
minute.
the car breaking down.
Yeah.
So I turned her around and headed back home. This is where things went wrong.
What?
Perhaps
what
running the
happened?
car at full throttle constantly
gosh.
wasn't such a good idea.
That's not a good
As I
idea
crossed the bridge
ever.
near the repair shop, I heard this.
There it is.
That
Nope.
did not sound good,
No.
and the car was slowly losing power. I managed to limp a few more 100 meters before it ultimately died on the turn off to the repair shop. Taking the engine apart, I found this. A blown head gasket, and one of the pistons just missing.
There. It's not there.
Luckily, I was near the repair shop, so I could...
Contorted March thinking is the best thing in the world. I love that. That is the best description of I've ever seen.
Luckily, I was near the repair shop, so I could easily go buy some new parts. Unluckily, it was Saturday, and the shop wouldn't be open until Monday.
Oh my
I could
gosh.
just wait, but that would take hours, so I decided to hop on the bus and take it back home. This was a terrible mistake.
What happened?
I left my computer running to go take a piss, only to come back to the bus, humping another car.
The face!
Reviewing the footage, I was horrified to see this complete daurbus crash into the bus while on the
How
wrong
dare
side of
you.
the road. Now
What
this,
a
by
jerk.
itself, was pretty unlucky. But what made it even worse was that this idiot had a trailer attached to his car, which had managed to get the bus perfectly stuck in the middle of the road.
No! Oh my
This is
gosh.
awesome.
That's
Since
terrible.
I was technically still moving, even if only a few centimeters per second, I couldn't get off the bus, and I couldn't leave. The only
Nope.
option here was to quit the menu and revert the last 3 hours of progress. Awesome.
Yay.
El juego con más perdedores será avanzará el juego a la categoría de
Voices. Anyways.
Fuck!
Oh,
This put us back to when the rocker shaft was broken.
the poor like silent rage from Mart is so audible it hurts. It'll be okay, Mart. It's okay. Everything's fine. Oh.
Fuck! This put us back to when the rocker shaft was broken. So once again, I hopped on the bike to go
Yeah.
get a new one.
But at least
It
your
being
car's
Wednesday,
not
I
broken
knew
all
that
the
the only
way.
other person on the road leading into the repair shop was the guy in the green car. But for some reason, the road to my house was taped off, which would indicate the rally was taking place.
Oh.
Further up the road, my suspicions were confirmed when a rally car traveling at approximately 2% the speed of light shot past,
Oh my God.
barely missing me. I don't know why the rally was on. It
gosh.
only happens on the weekend, and it was clearly Wednesday, but whatever. Now,
It's
if I
okay.
had any sense, I would have gotten off the road, seeing as it was clearly pretty hazardous. But I was tired and frustrated at what had happened on the bus. So I hopped back on the road on my bike, and 5 minutes later, got completely
Oh
obliterated.
no. No! No, we have to watch it in slow-mo! No! He got utterly wrecked. Poor Mart's just minding his business, and then you've got this car coming in high speed. You know what? It's okay, Mart. Give me an 07 for Mart. This poor man. This poor frog. It's okay, Mart. It's okay. Next time. Next time. Oh my god.
In shock, I stared at the death screen for a good 2 minutes before resigning to my fate.
That hurts.
Disabling permadeath, naming myself, I give
I
up,
give up. Oh no.
and trying again.
This is great. I'm in tears. Ooh, more. Yay! Woohoo! Thank you for tuning in to another NEKO Reacts. What was your reaction to my summer car? Did you play the game before Mart or after Mart? Let me know in the comments below. Until then, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Mata ne! Bye bye!